Hello everyone, we warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Ms. Manoshi Roychowdhury, who is the co-chairman of Techno India. Hello ma'am, how are you?
I'm fine. Hope you all are fine too.
Yeah, we are also fine here. Okay, so ma'am, before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional.
Well, I was born in Murshidabad to parents. My dad was from UK and he had studied there for 10 years. He was there. He came back. My mom was from Raipur and Nagpur. And I had spent my childhood days in the coalfield areas where my father had started as the general manager. I had started having an affinity towards books, and the wish of spreading education was what I had started with. Slowly, it was with Mr. Roychowdhury when we bonded, and I came to the district of Hooghly, but finally it was Kolkata when my son was born. About 25 years back, it was when I started with the Techno India group colleges, and finally it was where my passion went, and I went for my schools. And that is how the TIG group of schools started. It was basically spreading education to every level, to every door, be it a premium family, be it the family members from the villages, from the suburbs. But that was what I was looking up to. And I think a main portion came from my husband, the founder chairman of Techno India Group, which was his intention also to bring and privatize education to the best part, first to start with the state of West Bengal. And we started doing it together and feel blessed that with everyone's best wishes, we have come to this part where we now feel that we are doing something for the society.
Okay, so moving ahead, I'm very keen to know that how did this idea came into your mind of pursuing this particular business?
For me, because I have been brought up in such a family, education is not only about books and about giving exams. Learning lawn tennis, learning badminton at a young age, learning driving, being a sister of three, a member of three sisters without any brother in the family. We were brought up to establish that there should be gender equality. And that is how it all started. So I thought about bringing the level of education where it is not only studying, but music, sports, uh, positive outlook. That is very important. And that is how it all began. And slowly the schools one by one developed after the techno colleges were already established in the state. And I felt that slowly the total education system has taken that same role, and especially the last 1.5 years, when the new education policy had clearly mentioned that creativity, art, music should be a part of the school education system. And that is what Techno India Group Public Schools have already been doing almost for the last 15 to 20 years, where Indian traditions, Indian culture, Indian music, and Indian uh, dancing and thought processes have been tried to imbibe in the minds of the teachers and the students.
That's really commendable, ma'am. Okay, so moving ahead, we know for a fact that starting anything has never been easy for anyone. So, what all were the challenges and the predicaments that you had to go through initially during the commencement?
I think challenges are always faced, whether it's the initial period or at present. The main challenge is when you are a woman. You are always looked upon as a woman, but you have to have a positive mindset. You have to have that courage to go ahead, and you have to believe in yourself. If you see a dream, try to reach that level. That is what we feel we have been taught. And at this stage, I always tell my girl students as well to believe in yourself. It's not about being a girl or a boy. It is a human being, a student, or a child who is going to go ahead with whatever dream she sees. And imagine during these COVID days when everything was locked down, what did we get? We knew that we can face challenges and we can go ahead. And at this moment, the challenges made us stronger. Can you believe that our schools, our colleges are ready, even more working better with the online system of education, creating a new elements for themselves, preparing sanitizers not only for our people but even our hospital sectors, even preparing masks so that our art teachers, our teachers can use their creativity and feel that mask is not a burden but would love to wear it. So that is what Techno India Group is doing, our school students and colleges are doing. And at this moment, when we are striving with the disease, the hospital sector has started with its COVID beds, started with vaccination, and all our campuses are just diving into the process, only not to make myself secured, but our surroundings, our people, our society secured. That is where our teachers, our students have been taught to, so that we can go for a better society and a better environment in future.
Right, ma'am. Now I'd like you to tell something more about what exactly does Techno India Group does.
Founder chairman is Gautam Roychowdhury, and it had started almost 30 years back. His intention was to bring about privatization of education, bring the budding engineers to Bengal who were going to Bangalore and the other southern states. And finally, he could convince the government in those days to bring private engineering colleges. That is how it all started, even with the first private university in the state. It was Techno India University. Slowly, the need of students below the college level started, and that is how the schools came up. So we started with our schools. It was pre-college schools, only 11 and 12, and with the two boards, West Bengal Board and the Central Board of Education. Now our schools are from playgroup to class 12, totally with imparting education, be it engineering, be it management courses, be it school education, be it skill education. And at this moment, it is now stepping into the medical part, the paramedical part, where we are not only running the hospital, but we are also trying to support every person who is with COVID other than the vaccination part. And very newly, in the month of October, we have started with the mental health platform, that is Monosheet, where we are having a group of counselors. We are catering to the needs of the students and the teachers and parents and every public who needs support, because they have quite a lot of mental challenges in spite of being healthy, but inside their rooms, inside their houses, not being able to attend the school or colleges in person. And that is where Monosheet is playing a brilliant role. So, totally, I would say it's dealing with education, it is dealing with health, be it physical or mental, and now looking after the society by vaccinating, and many, many types of social jobs. As we are with Bharat Shivashram Shangho, we are with many NGOs like Shiva. During the uh, days of IS, we had sent team to Sundarban area. We are also having a resort out there, and we had sent people who could take care of the ones who are in need. They were provided with food just before the huge hurricane came. They were taken safe into a school building. They were provided not only food but also shelter, and we could at least keep about 47 families safe. It's working for the society, even for Agutala, even for the Banipur colleges. So every unit was doing their bit. So it's a whole sphere of education. It's a whole sphere of being with the people who need us at this moment the most. That is what Techno India is. It is about feeling proud to be an Indian, to be a Bengali, and to be for human beings.
That's really commendable, ma'am. Okay, so moving ahead, we all have certain plans for our future. So, what are your future plans with respect to your organization?
It's difficult to say, because uh, many, many plans, and we generally do our planning together. It's a family for education. I have my son, my daughter-in-law from Paris, my daughter, and my husband at the summit. So we all work thinking about the state, thinking about the country, and to develop a better, a beautiful, and a much awaited educated society. So, higher education is very important, and last 2 years have made us believe that it is technology which is so very important to spread education, to spread knowledge, and that is where we have to work into. And India has much, much more steps to take to build that level of technology and to bring about the online courses, so that it is very easy now, because what we did not even think of in the last 1.5 years, we can reach people so easily. Now we are having webinars every week, almost 2 to 3 times, with 500 to 1,000 people, and we are having attendees from US, from UK, from Dubai. So did we ever think of, that is what we have to go ahead with: higher education, more of knowledge. But finally, the villages of India, the suburbs, the district levels should have that knowledge which we are imparting to the cities, to the towns, so that we can have a level of India which is equal in every respect. We should not say this is a city and this is a village. A village should be equally treated as a city, and that is our duty. That is what we are trying to.
Right, ma'am. You must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan prevailing in the country at the moment. So, what are your views on the campaign? How much do you conquer with it? And how is your organization working towards it?
This is a wonderful campaign. We are so very motivated by this. And as an educational company, we feel that this is an area where we need to look into and see that India itself feels proud by developing the total scenario, whether it's the village or the city, whether it's a girl child or a boy child. and that is where we have our ITIs. So let us develop the skills amongst the students. Let us develop not only the ones who have got 90s on 100, but the ones who are also in the borderline. Why not develop their potential? So we have our ITRs, we are trying to groom the students out there. We have also started with our campaigns in our MP projects, and that is where we are trying to have students after class 12 joining us so that they can develop their skills, maybe in machines, maybe in as an electrician, so that at least they can have a job for themselves. They can have that thought of creating a company, maybe 6 or 10, but they will help people to get jobs. They will be a leader for a team. And that is what we will, in totality, we can develop the thought of these children, these students, so that they do not feel that I'm not good in studies. It's not that studies which is important. It is the confidence in you, it is the belief in you, which will help you to be at that level, even if you do not have that academic excellence, but you have that potential that you can become a leader. So we are trying our best. We are trying to help our students to have that confidence so that they can also be leaders.
First of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the Indian Achievers Award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
First, a huge thanks to the total team who had recognized my participation in this project, and I was so honored to get this award. I felt so happy, but definitely these days are so difficult when so many people have lost their close ones, or maybe they are struggling hard, heavy, challenging days. Amongst these days, y'all have recognized my country contribution. But yes, I'm so very blessed that my family members, each and everyone, was always so supporting, without whose help I cannot come to this position. My parents, without whose blessings, my in laws' parents, without whose blessings I cannot have done such a job. And Techno India Group. We call it, it's our family, Techno India family, each and everyone, from that HR person to the principal, to the teachers, to my students and my office people, everyone was there to support my dreams, to take it ahead. Ma'am, what can we do next? So that is where I feel that without all these, it is not we have won this award. Thank you so much for this award, and may we all work together so that we can go for our dreams come true and go for a better world.
Indeed, ma'am. Okay, so moving ahead, now since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also.
I think I've already included many of them. I feel the platform of mental health, which is Monosheet, is really a social contribution, because for from the last month, I've already started totally free mental health platforms for 500. Everyone not only enjoying but feeling so relaxed and relieved after the platform. So again, working for the society so that they can feel better. It's a mental wellness platform. About the Sundarban areas, about the different NGOs with which we are working, so that we can help the people during need, during the COVID times, that is serving food to them, serving shelter to them, preparing and distributing sanitizers and masks to them was a huge jump from us. We also did have started this campaign very recently for vaccination. And you won't believe the total team of teachers, students, office people just going ahead with their masks and trying to help us with the nurses and doctors so that we can vaccinate every second person of the city or the town. And that is where, again, I feel it's a huge job being done because I myself alone cannot do it. And that is where we have extended our hands to the districts, to the village areas, the suburbs, so that we can go for a safe and secured society. I feel these are the areas by which I'm trying to socially contribute, as well as I forgot one point that in the last few months we had gone for the elderly people's homes in now Newtown, where they were feeling so stressed inside their houses in their residential complex. It was in Newtown, and again I took my whole team, the mental health platform, which was Manoshi had his team, and we had excellent sessions. It was with brilliant singers. Shravani Shen was there, quiz sessions. We had film clippings where we had quizzes, and 200 elderly people were enjoying with us in the uh, campus, just feeling good, feeling that days have not stopped for them. COVID cannot stop normal life. We are there to support. So we are trying our best how to be with the society. And it's not only doing something good for the society, it's again doing good for ourselves. We feel that we are regaining our lives. Can you believe that two times we have faced Robindra Jayanti, but Techno India family had organized for an online Robindra Jayanti celebration, and we had 37 units participating. It was a total program for 3.5 hours for 2 consecutive years. Every teacher enjoyed the program, remembering Ravi Thakur, remembering his songs and his articles, and feeling that this COVID virus cannot stop us from going ahead with our culture, with our celebrations, and definitely the real offline days are about to come.
It's really, really appreciable, ma'am, and I hope that all your social contributions reach the people who really need them. Okay, so before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
Is it only one? For the new, for the young generation, I have so many things to say. Just follow your dreams. Always, always be a learner. Never stop learning, because that will help you to be young every day, grow younger. And always try to give that respect to the teachers and parents, because only because of them are you here today. And believe in yourself. You are going to be a winner.
And that I must say, ma'am, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so, so much. Nice talking to you too.